بتقوى الله كما أمرنا عز وجل في القرآن الكريم حيث قال يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اتقوا الله حيثما كنت وأتبعوا سيئة حسنة تمحوها خالق الناس بخلق حسنة amatenda majuvuga Allah azza wa jal sabe mirembe noksa sabe genderi nabi wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallama nenkutiro moyo gwange namwe okubeera nga tutya Allah azza wa jal mukutya Allah azza wa jal mwe muri success ya buli kimu ekiseera kino kye tuli mu mwezi ogwa Rabi'il Awwal omwezi nabbi waffe Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mwe yazaalibwa ekyo kya kitiibwa n'olwekyo it is upon everyone to look for how you can celebrate the birth of the prophet. You are going to get much of the information on how it should be done, but use hikmah, you will get the right what? Information. For that, we all celebrate the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now, ours here, it's a community of learning. In short, this is a school. You came to acquire knowledge. But in acquiring knowledge, still, you are in line with the Prophet's tradition, which he said that طلب العلم فريض على كل مسلم. Seeking knowledge is compulsory to each Muslim, man or woman. He also said, seek knowledge up to Peking. Peking is a city in China. By then, it was the farthest place. So, the Prophet says, go as far as you can and seek for knowledge. Now, my dear students, right now, without wasting time, some of you are finalists, Senior 6 and Senior 4. This is the time you need concentration. Think or get to know that I've come a long way. I'm now almost finishing. Then, let me now concentrate. Yesterday, I was down there, class of Senior 4. They either dodged or missed the facilitation. Now, as they dodged, there was a punishment that had to be given. The whole class was punished, except one boy. That boy is of mine. For him, he was sure he has reasons as to why he has not been where? There. But please, dear students, once something is communal, something has affected the whole community, don't come out as you the smartest, that for you can reason, that for you had reasons. No, in school, there are things that will come and take you. In the day life we are living in, it is not that you are going to be wrong and then you go to jail. It is not that you are going to be right and then you don't go to prison. No, it is circumstances of the situation. Always use this saying, think before you act. Second, avoid over-talking when something has happened. Avoid that by doing the right thing. If you have too many words, then sit in class and use them to understand what the teacher is teaching. Don't use your many words to come to explain to the teacher as to why you are late. That is insanity. The boy rejected being punished. Why? He wants to prove to the teacher that he's right. He's seeking for justice. In life, there are two things: justice and peace. So, always first look for peace. After getting peace, then you look for justice. The Treaty of Hudaybiyah. Those who have covered it know about it. It was really unjust to the Muslims. But the Prophet ﷺ accepted all the unfair terms and conditions of the treaty. In that, he was looking for peace. He knew that after getting peace, we shall get justice. N'olwekyo basiramu, tonnyonnyola nnyo omusomesa nga bw'olina ensonga, nze ndudde mu ddoomu, tubadde bwe tuti omugezi va buvi mu ddoomu, totegeka bigambo kweyimiririra. Bwe baba bakuba kiraasi yonna, genda moreover a boy, they can girls, and you a boy, you come that you are reasoning. Will you really be a father, you? So, he wanted justice. He never wanted peace. Where is he now? He is there home with his justice. Me, I am right, and I never accepted to be caned. And he is comfortable there with his what? Justice. Always look for peace. Then justice will do what? But if you want justice immediately, peace will go away. And please, students, erase that thing in your brains that teachers like, teachers love beating us. That is never there. A teacher who loves to cane, you sweat, you get tired, and then you love that. Who will ever love to sweat and get tired all times? The bad thing with this generation of yours is only one. If something happens to someone, people don't want to know why such a thing happened to this person. They just come out condemning, Teachers love beating, teachers love beating, teachers love beating. They don't ask themselves, but sincerely speaking, why do teachers punish? This generation, people want to commit wrong things and then be left. That is never there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked, Ayahsabul insanu ayyutraka suda. You always recite that verse. Ayahsabul insanu ayyutraka suda. Man thinks that he will be left to live unruly. No. Allah ja'alnaka ala sharia. You must be following certain rules and regulations. So please, when you see a student being caned, put it in mind that person must have done something wrong. But that is what you don't want to hear. Some of you have even weak parents. You know, mom, I don't want that school. They cane a lot. But someone comes in a school where they cane a lot, spends almost 3 hours without seeing anyone being caned. They cane because you dodge classes. You can't tell the parents like that. Mommy, true, they cane, but you must be without work. You must be late in class. You must remain in a dorm. So please, students, be wise. If you are going to be wise, you are going to be successful. What does success mean? أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه واتوبوا إليه إنه هو التواب الرحيم وهو البر الكريم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وإمام المرسلين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. أوصي نفسي وإياكم بتقوى الله فاتقوا الله من يعلم أنه يرى. Please, we are still going on to understand much about the life we are living in. I've talked about success. Success doesn't mean being successful in all your endeavors. Success means that you can serve other people. Other people have something they get from you. Then you are successful. But the moment people have nothing they get from you, then never consider yourself a successful person. You, a student, to be successful, number one, if it is at home, your parents must be proud of you. How? When you go back home, you bring change at home, and a positive change. When you are coming back to school, they feel bad. Though they have nothing to do, you must go back to school. You have gone, my son, but we are going to miss you. Things are going to pile up here. We are going to find a very big problem. Why? Because you are going back to school. You have been helping us. Then you are successful. The same applies to school. A successful student, teachers must always ask for you in class, where is so and so? Because there must be something that you do. Number one, you perform well. What are the causes of performing well? You are always in class. You are smart. You are attentive. You even ask some questions. Asking questions that sometimes doesn't mean that you don't understand. It means that you are worried of failing. Not asking questions simply means you are not worried of failing and you enjoy it. So, a simple question. Are you successful at home? Are you successful in school? Before you blame teachers, don't you see any mistakes in you? Don't you see any mistake in you? They always say a bad workman blames his tools. You know, mommy, you know, daddy, I would have performed better. But those teachers, even in that school, I have no concentration there. Then you are a bad workman, busy blaming your what? Your tools. You are blaming the school or teachers. You yourself, don't you have mistakes? What? You are told that if you want to be successful, lisanaka la tadhkuru bihi awrata mri'in. Let your tongue not start pronouncing people's mistakes. Why? فَقُلُّكَ awratun. Because you yourself, you are full of mistakes. You are blaming teachers. They beat us, they do this, but you don't even know what is on you. That is a very big problem. If you have your weakness, don't attach it on anything. Just fight your weakness. Getting back to Maulid, most of the scholars who were against celebrating the Prophet's birth were like, because they don't have knowledge about it, so they could always ask, have you ever seen this being celebrated at Makkah or Medina? That was their question. Right now, it is going to be started to be celebrated at Makkah. That was their question. Now the answer has been given and it was even celebrated. So, are they going to also start celebrating it? Because their question has been answered. To you, a student, whatever you are blaming the teachers to do to you, if the teacher stops that, are you going to get the 90s? So, if you have a weakness, please just keep quiet. Don't say that my poor performance is because I sleep badly. They will organize for you a good bed, 6 by 6, good bed sheet, and bring it. And still, you will remain a failure. So please, be smart in each and everything. Finalists, you have no time. Senior fours, if it was a burial ceremony, I couldn't say the jeneza would have been already there when the imam is saying, Istaw, we are going for Salatul Jeneza. That means it is ready for burial. Senior fours, if we were burial ceremony, you are ready now, we are going to bury you. From now, you are counting days. But what efforts are you having? What efforts have you put in? Or already you counted yourself a failure. May I have nothing to do? It is now God to decide. Some of you think that God is going to be there thinking for you. Please, why are you performing poorly? Yeah, there are many things. Lastly, God is Qadar. You know what God says? Once God says kun, fayakun. If God says you have to get a 9, you have to get a 9. That is a very big lie. That is misunderstanding the Qadar of who? God. Why have you missed food? God is Qadar. But did you go to the kitchen? No. Do you have a plate? No. You don't even ask yourself such things. God's Qadar is for weak people. There is no person who could have gotten God's Qadar like the prophets. The battles they fought, the prophets could tell the Sahabas, please, don't even waste time to fight. What? God is Qadar. This battle is already won. Just sit down. But he could encourage them. Please, we are going to confront the enemy. Be strong. Be prepared. We are going. He never told them that, Qadar is there. We are going to win them. For you, that is what you keep on your lips. Why do you get 9s in mathematics? Teachers don't teach well. I have no apparatuses. And lastly, that is how God planned it. God plans good for someone. It is you who says, no, me, I don't want these good plans. So please, let us keep in school and let's have a target. There is nothing you are going to achieve good on a silvered plate. You have to fight. Second, in school, don't over-reason. They want you in class, go and sit. Teacher wants you to write. They want you to be in class. You don't want to be in class. Why? Because you have reasons. They want you to do something. You don't want to do it because what? You have reasons. Stop such funny reasonings. Teachers overbeat us. Teachers overcame us. Put reasons as to why they do that. Or for you, your teachers just come in the dormitory, find you and start caning. You ask them, teacher, why have you beaten us? I just felt I should cane. Then that is why I have come. They always have reasons. As you also have reasons as to why you came here. You came to acquire knowledge. So be smart. That's why I always tell you, it is useless and nonsense. A lesson is going on there that for you, you are here in the mosque on adhikaris. By the way, on adhikaris, God doesn't help people from nowhere. There must be a reason. That is why, likulli da'in bidawa. The Prophet said there is no disease that has no cure. But some diseases, their cure must be practical. For example, you see, AIDS. All of us know that AIDS has no cure. But if you follow prophet's traditions, AIDS has a cure. AIDS has 2 types of cure. The first cure is not getting it. The second cure is dying. And those cures, Ignorance, you were born stupid, and who said that? The medicine for that, the cure for that, is to sit and study. Your disease is not getting distinctions, but the cure is only one. Sit and read. There is nothing where God put a reason for something, then that is what you will do to get that thing, but not in doers. To win your enemy doesn't necessitate you to sit down, Alhamdulillah, Ya Allah, please help me. No, winning your enemy means confronting him, and you fight. So you people who keep in the mosque that we are on the adhkar, what, such people, even Umar ibn al-Khattab could kenny them. Finds them in the mosque, it is time for working. For us, we are on adhkar. Umar could kenny them. Go and work and get what to eat. So my dears, take each and everything, but be smart. Think before you act. Inna Allaha malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Warda Allahumma an atiba'i Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتوب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم اهدنا بهداية القرآن وشرفنا بشرافة القرآن وألبسنا بخلعة القرآن. اللهم إنا نسألك النجاح في امتحاناتنا. اللهم إنا نسألك النجاح في امتحاناتنا. اللهم إنا نسألك النجاح في امتحاناتنا. اللهم اجعلنا من الناجحين ومن الناجحات ومن الفائزين ومن الفائزات. ربي يسر علينا ولا تعسر وتمم علينا بالخير كما تحب وترضى وارزقنا النظر إلى وجهك الكريم بفضل سبحان ربك رب العزة ما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.